The person in the blue car.
The rain lashed down, a relentless torrent that seemed to mirror the bleakness of May's situation. She had foolishly decided to walk home alone at 3 a.m., a decision she now bitterly regretted. Her team lead's insistence on a late-night celebration for her promotion had left May stranded, her usual cautious nature overridden by exhaustion and annoyance. The deserted streets were a stark contrast to the bustling city she had come to know. Each shadow, each rustle of leaves, sent a shiver down her spine. The street lights flickered, casting eerie, dancing shadows that seemed to mock her vulnerability. As she turned a corner, a sudden gust of wind nearly knocked her off her feet. Her heart pounded in her chest as she glanced over her shoulder, a sense of dread washing over her as she saw a sleek blue car was following her, its headlights piercing the darkness. At first, she dismissed it as a coincidence, but as the car persisted, her fear grew. She ducked into a dimly lit alleyway hoping to lose the vehicle, but it was waiting for her, its engine idling ominously. Panic surged through her as she broke into a run, the car accelerating in pursuit. She darted down side streets, her breath ragged, her heart pounding. Finally, she hid behind a dumpster, her body trembling. She heard the car slow to a crawl, then stop. Footsteps approached, and she squeezed her eyes shut, bracing herself for the worst. But the footsteps retreated, followed by the sound of a car door slamming and an engine revving. Cautiously, she peered out, relieved to see the car gone. Yet a lingering fear gnawed at her. Every shadow, every rustle of leaves made her jump. She glanced over her shoulder repeatedly, half expecting the blue car to reappear. Just as she thought she had escaped, the car emerged from the darkness. Panic surged through her, and she fainted. She awoke to the sound of a concerned voice. "May, wake up." Her eyes fluttered open, and she saw her coworker, Dee. She had punched him in a moment of fear, and he was nursing a sore chest. "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry," May exclaimed, her face flushed with embarrassment. "I thought you were the creep following me." "It's no problem," Dee assured her, still catching his breath from the punch. "I don't blame you for being on guard." He explained how he had tried to text her to check in, but hadn't received a reply, so he'd gone looking for her. When he found her, she'd fainted as soon as she turned around. As Dee spoke, a chill ran down May's spine. She remembered seeing the blue car reappear before she'd passed out. She glanced at Dee's car, realizing it matched the description perfectly. "I got scared because a blue car just like yours was following me," she explained, her voice trembling. "I hid behind a dumpster, and someone got out of the car, walked a short distance, then got back in and drove away." Dee tried to reassure her that he wasn't the one following her. But May couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Was it just her imagination, or was something truly sinister at play? A shiver ran down May's spine. To calm her down, Dee offered to take her home, so she wouldn't have to walk alone anymore. He assured her he'd be there for her, offering rides whenever she needed, to help her feel safe. As May listened to his kind words, her heart raced. Now that her adrenaline was subsiding, she realized she'd just punched her crush. She tried to convince herself she'd imagined the entire ordeal. Dee helped her to his car, making sure she was comfortable. As they drove away, a blue car emerged from a nearby street, watching them go.